flagellation that's in the Church of the Sepulchre. Yeah, that's why if you look at them, there's these little dents or these little divots in there. That's because when these would hit that stone, they left a divot in the stone itself.
Can we able to avail this one outside the market? I think so. They sell this one not for a copy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Because even to this day, it would still be considered a weapon.
God. Copy.
So that's why the Shrouding helmet, and that's why there wasn't more blood into the cloth right here. So that's the purpose of that Shrouding helmet. And that's why there's a lot of confusion whether that will be the actual crown or whether the one that this one would be the proper one. And that's why this is the proper one that he was up on the cross with. But when he was taken into the shroud, they gave him that for that reason. That's why I explained.
And this is the name.
Yep.
Example of the crucifixion
Yep,
nails.
3 nails. That's why I said
See?
So you have 2,
God.
1 in each hand, and the one as the foot was overlapping.
Yes.
And this actually
So this is exactly the position, huh?
1 foot over the other.
Yes.
And you see a lot of people there's a lot of arguments going around. Oh, he was nailed in his hands. No, he was nailed in his wrists. No, he was actually nailed here in the meaty part of his hand. Because if he would have been nailed right here, if he would have been nailed in this spot in the middle of the hand, the weight of the body would have ripped it out the top. But if he was nailed in the wrist, the weight of the body would have ripped it out the top of the wrist. So they had to put it right here, which is the meatiest part of the body, to be able to hold the weight of the body. And as he had that, and that's why you look at the signs, like the way that's the reason why in the shroud, his hands are like this, because that damage caused this bone, as the position of those nails, caused this bone to sort of push out that way to where the hand was sort of bent like this and not like this.
Okay.
And that's the purpose behind that. So yeah, when they say he was nailed in his hand or his wrist, technically right between the two, right here in the meaty part. That's the only place like that the hands could hold the body and also be able to go through the bones without shattering or breaking any of them.
Yeah. See? Oh God. Imagine that. Oh God, this one can see.
This right here talks about the signs behind where his side was pierced. And once again, here's an example of the foot. How it's explaining the foot nailed to you.